Today is October 10th, 2016, and I'm on my way to meet a couple of gentlemen who have been traveling around the world in a 928. They started out in Paris and they've gone east across Europe, Asia, and over to somewhere up in Alaska and down to the territories. And they've been in Alberta for the last couple of days, and yesterday they arrived in Vancouver. So I think North America is their last leg of this world expedition, I think they call it. You can find them on the internet at 928 Expedition. Anyway, so I'm very excited to meet these three gentlemen, and let's go see how their journey has gone so far. Alright, so I have met up with the gentleman who's doing the 928 expedition. This is Philip. He is the father, and he is traveling with his son Baudouin.
Yeah.
And they're in their last leg of their journey, and which is just North America. But just want to ask Philip, so why did you take this trip?
Well, you know, 5 years ago we already performed a long trip with my other son, and which is Baudouin. And I said to my first son, we have to do something together also. So about 2 months, where shall we go? Maybe from Paris to Japan. But Baudouin said, okay, I would like to come back also. So I say, I'm only 2 seats in the car, so we have to go to Tokyo, but then we can cross the sea, go to Alaska, or make North America, which means a kind of road trip around the world with my 2 sons, with each in a different part of the world.
Oh, that's very nice. So this trip is more for him.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yes.
You're
absolutely.
a good father.
I hope so.
Okay. So we're going to continue with our little tour of Stanley Park.
Yeah.
So the next time I will stop somewhere and I will ask him another question.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. you are about 3/4 done almost?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So on the 3/4 that you have done, can you tell me some of your memorable moments?
Sure. The first one was the departure from Paris, because we were approximately 100 friends and family with other members of Porsche, and so it was a very nice moment when we start. And after, I would say it's in Mongolia, when we spent a night in the middle of nowhere in a small local tent. You know, it's a yurt, a local, so with a Porsche in front of the yurt, so it was really amazing. Also when we arrived in Japan, because we took the ship 2 days, and after you drive the car on the other side, of course, in Japan, and you see Hiroshima next to 200 kilometers, so it is when you start from your house and you drive into Hiroshima city, it's really strange. And the last one, of course, was when we went to Alaska to Arctic Cycle, because it's a very long way, you know, 8 hours on the bad road. But we are so happy to be there, and now of course to be in Vancouver, because it's very pleasant moment, and to meet you, to see the, you know, the attachment for this car as we are all together, and also because the weather is nice. We were a little bit afraid in Canada and Alaska due to the snow, but everything is okay. The car is in very good condition to arrive, I hope, to New York.
Oh, very good, very good.
Okay.
Well, I hope you have a very safe and memorable journey the rest of the way.
It is the case.
But
Yeah.
I think we will meet again with some more members tonight.
Okay.
But I do have a present for you, so wait here.
Oh my God.
Okay. So I hope you'll remember Canada,
fabulous.
okay, or your trip to Canada, because it's only a
Oh.
small part of Canada.
Oh my, yes, that's
So-
very nice. It's flying.
Yes. So I wrote BC 928 group on it,
Super.
and then the date that you're here.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Oh,
This
it's
is
a
for
very
you
good
and
memory.
your co-driver, your son.
My son Baudouin.
Yes,
Yeah.
Audrey.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
And one more.
Oh.
This is for your car. This is
Oh.
that's for you. Okay. I hope your car will make it back safely.
It's a filter.
Oil filter.
Okay, Dan. Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you.
So nice place and everything. You are very kind.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you again later tonight.
Yes, why not?
With more members.
Tonight, sure.
Yes.
Thanks
okay.
a lot.
Okay. Okay, Philip, answer the question that everybody wants to know. What modifications have you done on this car?
Main modification was to prepare the car for a long trip. So all engine gearbox is original. We don't change, except that we remove as new one. But the special modification for the road is due to bad roads. We change the suspension. The height of the car is 3 or 4 centimeters more. We make a protection in aluminium 8 millimeters under the engine. We put 2 wheels, one on the top with a special system, you know, to fix very strongly. Also, we prepare a second system to check if the car is very hot or not, the engine, just to double check. Well, first we delayed the 2 seats behind because we need some place for the equipment. So the second wheel is inside. And we have 4 tanks of 10 liters each additional, and the place for the battery we make a strong, you know, protection just to put inside the computer, and it's perfectly locked in the day. Well, we have all the spare parts behind the seats, and we make also a roll bar to protect in case of any accident, because this is not a race, but we want to be safe in the car, you know? This is the main preparation and protection of the lights, of course, because of the stones and the bad roads.
And it's made it 3/4 around the world.
Yes, it's all this modification was performed 5 years ago for the first trip we made with my son during 3 months, 27 countries. And when we decided 2 years ago to prepare a new long trip, the biggest because it's around the world, of course the car was ready, but we have to remove all the mechanics as a new one. So the brakes, the suspension was also changed, the transmission, everything has been removed to be in perfect condition when we start.
Yes. So you're just supporting that something that everybody here believes.
Yeah.
It is a reliable car.
It's the most reliable car in the world. I can certify that.
Yeah.
Because we went to Mongolia, to Siberia, to Iran, to Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. Never stopped the car. Never. The car is still going on, in perfect condition. But we drive safely. We want to go far. It's not a race. So we be careful. Sometimes, small cars are going faster than us. I don't care about that. We want to go to New York now.
And you did this without a support car, just you?
Yes, one car, two drivers, no assistance. It's a real adventure. But all the friends are looking after, help us before starting. But when we start the engine in Paris, we go to Belgium first. We are alone. There is nobody else. We have to find the solution if any problem.
Thank you.
People would probably think we wouldn't take out of town.
Yeah, but you are right. Yes. Even in France, people say if we go to 400 kilometers, we have to prepare so much things on this car.
Just to go for a weekend, right?
But yeah, exactly.
And you just.
But we go to Japan.
You believe in the car.
Yes, I have a four-wheel drive car with so much electronics. I am sure it will not be so secure about a long road but this car. Because it's a very nice car. It's Range Rover, but as soon as you drive, sometimes the suspension, interactive system. You need a computer. Nobody can repair the car. This car, she never stops. Every morning they start. No, it's very strong car, very reliable car.
Tighten one of the cam nut bolts properly, so it backed off, the end of the camshaft sheared. He brought the car out to me 4.5 years later, like it just sat for 4.5 years. I tore into it, verified there was no valve damage, threw the timing belt back on, everything worked fine. He drove it across Canada, shipped it back over to Europe, and it's been in Europe ever since.
Yeah.
And that's about 8 years now. And I've driven my car, just gotten in it and driven from here to California twice now, no problems.